Hi, I'm Mel Blount, NFL Hall of Famer, played 14 years for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to state my case why I think Ken Riley should be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I watched Ken Riley for 14 years of my career play cornerback and played it as well as anybody, even including myself. This man had 65 career interceptions. Think about that, 65 interceptions. Played tremendously all of those years. Ken Riley was a true All-Pro Hall of Famer, and I think it's an injustice, not only to the Hall of Fame, but to guys like myself who are in the Hall of Fame, to have a guy like Ken Riley sitting out there and has not been recognized for the work that he did and the contribution that he made to the National Football League. If there's any such thing as a Hall of Famer, it's Ken Riley. And I'm pleading and asking all the voters and everyone who support people like Ken Riley, who deserves to be recognized for their work. I'm saying this as a Hall of Famer. It's a shame, and we got to correct that. So a man like Ken Riley, who's not only made such a great contribution to the game of football, but to the game of life, a decent human being who gave his life to the community and to the NFL. So my case is that the man is a Hall of Famer. His records indicates that, and so justice need to be served for Ken Riley. Thank you very much.
Ken Riley and I was lockdown corners. We loved the game, you know what I'm saying? We played it hard, and we was the best at doing it.
That's right.
Ken and I together, there was no one better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Ken and I complimented each other on the field. We was roommates for 7 years. Never had an argument. Never had anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Riley and I was friends. Very close, closer than people can imagine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we talked about a lot of things, not just football, but business, houses, cars, family, a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I miss Riley dearly. In fact, I talked with Riley 2 days before he died, and we just had fun reminiscing, talking about things and stuff like that. I miss him, and I respect him. Hey, but he and I was two of the best. We was ball hawks. We learned fundamentals and technique from Chuck Weber. We learned how to play 3 positions, bump and run. We could catch. We could play off. We could do several things. We was well diverse. And I got a lot of respect for Ken. Both of us should be in the Hall of Fame. In fact, we should go together. Right now, even though he's deceased, I still feel that he and I should go in that side. Yes, we was the reason because we was man to man, and anytime you could play man to man against anybody, you could do a lot of things on the line. You could stunt, you could blitz, you could do anything. We played everybody man to man. We didn't care who you were. We played Pittsburgh, you name them. We didn't care about them. Line them up, and Riley and I was gonna play them.
Yeah.
I was more bump and run than Riley. He was off. He mastered the deep technique, and I was in your face. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to take everything away. I didn't want you to catch nothing, short, medium, or deep. Riley mastered Riley mastered the off game. Said that he was very technique savvy, and
he taught me more about playing receiver than anybody I was ever around. You heard Pat say it, but he did the same thing to me. At the time I got there, he was sort of at the end of his career. And I'm sure beating a rookie time in and time out, helped solidify him as he deserves to keep playing, after as long as he had been playing. But despite that, he would always sort of walk you back to the huddle, not in a in your face way, but he would walk you back across after a one-on-one drill where he gobbled you up and say, I saw this, or when you do this, don't do that, or do this. I mean, all he wanted was for you to be better. And I've never met anybody like him. I've never in my life met anybody like him.
As a young player that came to the Bengals at the end of his career, I kind of looked around to see the type of individuals, not only on the field, the type of player, but also how they handled themselves off the field. And I mean, right away I found out and knew about Kenny Riley as a player. I mean, what he had done over his career and what he had continued to do, even the short time I was with him. But I noticed the humility, but the leadership qualities. He wasn't, boisterous and loud, but you could tell that his work ethic and the way he carried himself, a true professional. And that's what I was thankful for when I got to the Bengals. There was about 3 or 4 guys that I looked at that had those qualities, and Kenny was right there on the top of the list. The way he handled himself, and just the excellence of humility and performance, and a tremendous leader. So I appreciated that as a young player coming into the NFL and getting to know Ken and having a chance to play with him.
Yeah,
Hi, my name is James Lofton, and I am a former wide receiver in the NFL. Yes, I played for 16 seasons, from 1978 to 1993. 5 different teams, primarily with 3 teams: the Green Bay Packers, the Los Angeles Raiders, and the Buffalo Bills. Not only did I play 16 seasons in the NFL, but really for the last 40 years, I've been involved with the NFL. As a player, as a coach, and as a broadcaster. I'm also an NFL Hall of Fame selector. So I sit in that room and we talk about players who deserve to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That's what this is about. This is an endorsement for one of those players, Ken Riley. Ken Riley played for the Cincinnati Bengals from 1969 to 1983. He came into the league from Florida A&M as a 6th-round pick. He played quarterback in college, but he converted himself to a cornerback. 65 career interceptions. 65 career interceptions. Top 10 on the all-time list. You have to wonder why Ken Riley is not in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Was it that he didn't start fast or he didn't finish great? No, started fast, had interceptions in his rookie season. And in his last season, 1983, Ken Riley, at the age of 36, was named first team All-Pro. He led the NFL in interceptions, 8 interceptions in 14 games. I played against Ken Riley. He made life difficult for a lot of receivers. But I went to Cincinnati on a hot streak. In the first 8 games of the 1980 season, I'd racked up 800 yards in 8 games. That's 100 yards a game. Easy math to do. I faced Ken Riley in week 9. After the game was over, I still had 800 yards. I did not catch a pass against Ken Riley or the Cincinnati Bengals that Sunday afternoon. Ken Riley gets my full-throated endorsement for the Pro Football Hall of Fame